Would you please welcome a man who's had a lot of mentions on the stage tonight, two-time North Melbourne Premiership coach, coach of the North Melbourne Team of the Century, Denis Pagan, to say a few words about the latest legend into the Hall of Fame. Denis, good to see you, mate, as always.
Well, good evening, everybody. What a wonderful night. I've always said the greatest asset any organisation can have are the people who work there. And North Melbourne have been blessed with some great people, great administrators, great staff and great players. And I'm really privileged to be a small part in that great cog. As I said, I know how privileged I am to have been involved with North Melbourne, but tonight it's about others, and I'm here to talk about one of our greats, Anthony Stevens. You just heard Craig say 292 games, 2 Sid Barker medals, 2 AFL premierships, 4 runner-up Sid Barker medals, club captain, an All-Australian Team of the Century ruck rover. It's a pretty special charge sheet. To me, Anthony Stevens epitomises everything that's good about Australian youth, the North Melbourne Football Club, the shinboner spirit, and he's just a great example for people to follow, whether they're in a football club, whether in any walk of life. I look at him now, he hasn't changed one little bit. He was the same young man I first met. And I think there have been so many things that sort of stick in my mind. And as I said, I was so privileged to be involved in North Melbourne and to be involved with Anthony. Walking in here tonight, I remember Anthony, we were probably 4 goals down. We were charging. We got to within 5 points. One day against Brisbane here, really wet. And I think Anthony was a solid kick. I'd back him 45 metres every time. He was kicking from 55 metres. And just went back. I didn't think he'd kick it. And went boom. He must have went 60 metres right through the goals. We were in front. All the players rushed at him. And I don't know why. I picked the binoculars up just to have a look at him. And all I could see were these little bucky beavers. White, shiny teeth. I knew they were his teeth, by the way. And I thought to myself, isn't that amazing? All I can see is his smile. And that night going home, I sat in my car and I thought about it again. And I thought to myself, isn't that Anthony Stevens to a T? Doesn't matter what happens. Doesn't matter if he's injured, and he's had some very serious injuries. It doesn't matter what I said to him. He'd always have a smile on his face. And it's something I really took from Anthony. You know, we all have our moments, and we can all be flat as a pizza sometimes, but I've never, ever, ever seen Anthony flat for any reason whatsoever. And I reckon it's a great testimony to him. Before the 99 grand final, I didn't think Anthony had any chance of playing. He badly injured his ankle, and I've got this test where I reckon when you've done your ankle, Tuesday night you've got to be able to hop up and down. Thursday night you've got to be able to hop sideways. Well, we put that test back a couple of days, and on Thursday night I asked Anthony to hop. Well, he fell on the ground, and I thought, we've got no hope of getting Anthony out there, and we wanted him out there to run around and show us the way. And Anthony and Harry and his team got together. Don't know what it was. Anthony ran out, played a significant part, and I suppose another humorous side of it, and I don't want to sidetrack things. Anthony tore a pectoral muscle off his chest bone. One of our medical team told me the other day that I rang down and said to Harry, what on earth are you doing playing Anthony? I knew he'd bugger his ankle up again. And Harry said, no, Dennis, it's not his ankle, he's done his pectoral muscle. Anthony, as I said earlier, epitomises everything about the North Melbourne Football Club. He's a great shinboner, courageous beyond the cause, team first always, tough, always so easy to coach, and popular with everyone. It gives me great pleasure to make this legend status presentation to Anthony Stevens tonight.